Yay. All right. Well, welcome. We are here with my beautiful friend Jane and her husband John in the background as tech guru. And, I met Jane on the yoga mat, and I'll take my glasses off now. I mean, I really love wearing the patches, but what I most love about this whole, Lifewave business is that I can share it with my friends. And when I met Jane on the yoga mat, I think she was seeking something new and exciting, a new way to live your life. And, she trusted me at that point. And so she's been patched almost 2 years, and she shared it with her family and her friends and her loved ones. And I just want to introduce you to Jane. She's a mum of two beautiful boys. She's wife to my brother from another mother, Jonathan. And we've become great friends as much as we've life waivers and patches. I mean, this is a genuine community that we're creating, Jane, together. And I'm so proud and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful for you for embracing this and sharing it with the people you love. So I'm going to hand it over to you just to say a couple of words about yourself to start with, and then we can go straight into the slideshow and make a presentation about this amazing new technology. So welcome and go for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ange. I'm very excited. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming online with me. I wanted to put together this short Zoom presentation because I've had a lot of people ask me what the Lifewave X39 patches are, how they work, and what it's done for me. I believe this presentation will be of most interest to those people who are looking to improve their sleep quality, their energy levels, their performance levels, their recovery, their healing, and their inflammation levels, and those who are interested in aging slower and more gracefully. I'll show you the patch. This is it here, just a little tiny patch that you put onto your body. I've been patching myself for almost 2 years now, and during this time I've had some amazing results, which I'm going to tell you all about today. But also this month of May 2026, I'm officially launching my new wellness business. And as you can probably guess, a huge part of my business will be selling this patch. So I'd love all of your support, but what I really care about today is getting the message out there. This is not about money for me. My reason for wanting to launch this wellness business is so that I can help as many people as I can. Help people to experience the happiness, relief, and wellness that I now have in my life. So that's me in the photo there, 3.5 months into patching with X39. My name's Jane. I'm originally from Sydney, now living on the Gold Coast. I have a degree in tourism management and a background in leading tours in Latin America. I'm turning 50 next year, but I definitely don't feel anything close to that number. I honestly feel right now more like I could be turning 30. Not even 40, because I remember when I was turning 40, I was not feeling anywhere near this good. I'm talking mentally and physically. And this has also been confirmed with my various tests results by doctors, dentists, optometrists, the list goes on. My results just keep getting better. I haven't been sick in 2 years at all, apart from some mild detoxes, which my body obviously needed to do. And what's even more amazing for me, I haven't taken any kind of painkillers or pharmaceutical products in 2 years, apart from just one night in October last year when I broke my foot from surfing, but that was only one time in 2 years. Has anything else changed for me in the last 2 years? Have I been testing out anything else new at the same time as these patches that could be responsible for these amazing results? The answer is no. I've definitely gotten a bit more into yoga, but other than that, no, nothing else has changed in my life. Do I still have stress in my life? Yes, I have kids. I have two boys who drive me crazy, but I love dearly. Do I drink alcohol? Yes. Am I exposed to toxins and illnesses? Yes, I live in the real world. But I can honestly say that I'm no longer getting sick like I used to. I might feel very mild symptoms of something coming on and then it just goes away. And honestly, the only thing I've been doing differently in the last 2 years has been this little patch. Going back a bit further in time with my story, we moved from Sydney to Gold Coast 9 years ago. I love the outdoor life of the Gold Coast. I started surfing, became a kayaking and snorkeling guide, and was overall loving life. But I did have some anxiety issues, which I now realize probably go way back. I was able to deal with my anxiety for a while, but once perimenopause hit me, which was about 3 or 4 years ago, I was a mess. My husband can vouch for that. My anxiety got much worse. My hormones were all over the place. I felt like I had such a short fuse with my kids. I got irritated and frustrated really easily. Surfing and kayaking helped, but it wasn't enough. My anxiety got even worse after my dad passed away. I wasn't sleeping well. I often got sick. I had high inflammation levels in my body, and I just wasn't feeling that good in general. It was soon after my dad passed away that I found Angie's outdoor yoga classes at Main Beach, which I loved and I still go to today. I became good friends with Ange, and when I started confiding in her about all my health issues, she introduced me to this little X39 patch. Like I said, I had tried a lot of products before this, particularly for the perimenopause. Some of them helped a bit, but this X39 patch has without a doubt been the most effective and also the most simple, non-invasive and inexpensive, especially when taking into consideration that it's replaced a whole lot of other products and supplements that I no longer buy. So that's not the end of my patching story, but I'm going to take a break from that story and tell you a bit about Lifewave and X39 and the man who invented this stem cell activation patch. So not many people know these statistics. By age 30, only half of your stem cells are active. And by age 60, you lose almost all of your stem cell activity. You don't lose your stem cells, but they become dormant and not active. So it's pretty shocking. Most people don't know these statistics. I didn't know them. So it just basically means when you get sick or if you have an accident, the body will take a lot longer to heal because your stem cells are responsible for everything in your body. They help to heal your body. And if they're not activated, your body is not going to heal efficiently. David Schmidt is the CEO and founder of Lifewave and the inventor of the X39 patch, along with many other wellness patches, all of which are activated through light therapy, all of which speed up your healing and support the body in very specific ways without the use of drugs or chemicals. David started Lifewave in 2004. Before this, he was actually contracted by the US Navy to invent a wellness technology to keep the Navy SEALs awake and focused for long periods of time without the use of stimulants. So he successfully did this with what he called the energy patch. It all started there. Then in 2008, David was asked by the National University of Ireland to research stem cell function and longevity in humans and animals. He investigated how wavelengths of light can elevate certain peptides in the body and how one of these particular peptides, which is copper peptide, GHKCU, improves our stem cell function. This light activates the patch, causing it to reflect very specific wavelengths of light from the crystalline lattice pattern inside the patch back onto your skin. This is known as photobiomodulation, which is a non-invasive form of phototherapy or light therapy, as most of us call it. In the case of the X39 patch, it's a specific lattice pattern inside the patch that signals your body to elevate a specific peptide, which is copper peptide GHKCU. It's your own body's copper peptide that's being elevated. This in turn reactivates your own body's regenerative stem cells that were becoming dormant. It really is incredible. To easily understand this, it's very similar to how ultraviolet wavelengths from the sun elevate our own body's vitamin D. It's the same principle. So in 2018, David Schmidt had the X39 patch patented and ready to go, an affordable, safe, and non-invasive technology that was clinically proven to elevate our own copper peptide, which has been proven to decrease with age, and activate our own stem cells, which have also been proven to decrease with age. So I want to show you a slide that I really like here that shows how as we get older, our stem cells decrease. And my husband pointed out that the very last figure there had the nappy on, the old man. I never noticed that before. And the one before is not looking so good with the pot belly either. But that just shows, and we're all aware of how we get older. It's just aging, or we think it's just aging, but it doesn't have to be that way. So what is this patented technology? The X39 patch is a patented technology, and David now has over 200 patents to his name. What does this mean exactly? Patented means firstly that it's a unique product that can't be copied. No one else knows how to make these patches, which is really good to know from a business point of view. And secondly, it's not possible to get a patent without solid scientific proof that the product actually does what's written on the patent. So what is written on the patent? Well, you can see there in the slide. I'm going to read out a snippet of this patent slide. Part of it there says invention which may be worn anywhere on the human body. that causes a beneficial effect by providing phototherapy to a human body as a result of elevating copper peptide, and the benefits from this include activation of stem cells, improvement in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. And of course, everyone is welcome to look up this US patent for X39 for themselves. It's very easy to look up online. I looked it up and sure enough, it's there. It's also on the website that I'll be giving you at the end. All the clinical studies and details of the patents are in the resources section of the website that I'll give you at the very end of this presentation. Now, one of the big questions I'm always asked is, why can't you buy this patch off the shelf of a shop or a pharmacy? Well, when David Schmidt was asked what his reasons were for choosing a direct sales model, he explained it like this. He said, direct sales allows people who have tried the product for themselves to explain the product firsthand, answer questions, and share personal experiences. It's a technology that customers may not easily understand on their own in a retail setting. He also said it was important to him that this patch always be affordable and available to everyone, which is awesome. It can actually be free of cost for those who put their time into selling it on to others, like me, which I'm going to talk more about later. And you can actually make money out of it if you'd like to. This direct selling approach has proven to be so successful that Lifewave has now expanded into 75, actually more than 75 countries now, and allowed Lifewave to be the fastest growing direct sales company in the world for many years in a row. You can see by this graph that they're extremely successful, growing every year. The numbers are big. If the product didn't work, we just wouldn't see these numbers, these incredible numbers that we're seeing. It's also good to know that Lifewave gives back around 60% of their revenue back in commission to brand partners just like us. So why not take advantage of this if it's so easy? That's what I've come to the conclusion of. It is easy. I started recommending this product to people in the first week that I was patching because I loved the patch already so much. I was feeling so good. I couldn't help spreading the word immediately. I wanted all my friends to know about it. And I wanted everyone to feel as good as what I was feeling. So if you're like me and you love the product and you're recommending it anyway, why not make a business out of it for yourself? It's your choice, of course, but I've decided to do it. It's one of the fairest commission structures I've ever come across, and there's a huge amount of support and education through events online, online education, free resources online, and should you choose to take advantage of all this, you can. Everything's there for you. It's very easy. The thing I most like about it, though, is that every Lifewave brand partner I know does it primarily because they want to help people. So everyone's really passionate about their stories and their loved ones' testimonials. It's just a really beautiful community of people, and it's just regular people like you or me, but from all walks of life and all ages. So if you are interested in the business side of things, this slide makes a really nice, simple comparison of starting a conventional business and then a Lifewave business. I'll let you read it for yourself, but I will just say that the startup costs for Lifewave are virtually none. It's literally just buying the product for yourself and keeping active with the patches yourself, which you're going to want to be doing anyway. So I've been doing that anyway the whole time. Why not have the business? That's literally the only startup cost, and your time, and you can put as much time into it as what you want. But of course, you might be completely happy with just patching yourself and or your family and not selling it to others. Whatever works for you, there's never any pressure to go into this as a business. Now, the next slide, very important, is how to wear the X39 patch. This patch is super easy to use. My husband will vouch for that. It's one of the easiest things. You just stick it on during the day and take it off at night while you're sleeping. This is when your body heals itself while you're sleeping after the stem cells have been activated during the day. Then you just go about your daily life, making sure that you stay well hydrated. You can put the patch anywhere on the body. Most people tend to put it on the top section because it's a meridian acupuncture point, just below the neck or below the navel, the belly button, but you can put it anywhere on the body. I keep my patch on while I swim, surf, kayak, shower, and bath. I don't even remember it's there half the time. When I started patching, I did set an alarm in my phone to remember to take the patch off and throw it out after 12 hours. It doesn't have to be exactly 12 hours, but it's good to try and keep it to around 12 hours that you have it on, and 12 hours off because it's important to have that rest and let your body heal. If you happen to have a pet, you can place the patch that you're going to throw away on your pet's collar overnight because the patch will still have usually at least a few hours of activation in it before it becomes inactive. While you read that yourself, I don't need to read that out. Some of you might be wondering, how long do I have to patch for? Is it a lifetime thing or can I just do it for a few months? Well, when I started patching, I thought I'd do it for 5 months. And that's because that was what was recommended as the minimum time for me because I'm 49. So it's recommended the minimum time would be 1 month for each decade of your life. So if you're late 40s like me, you commit to patching for at least 5 months and then you decide if you'd like to continue. 5 months in, I realized how amazing these patches were, and I really wanted to see what further results I could get. And I'm so glad I continued because some of the best results became prevalent after the 5 month mark. Things really just kept on getting better and better, and I'm still noticing improvements today. And it's been almost 2 years, particularly when I injure myself at the gym or surfing, which happens sometimes, and my body heals so much quicker than what it used to, especially considering my age. So going back to my patching story, I just want to show you this slide. It's a bit embarrassing. The first one, it's my before and after. The first photo was taken February 2023. I was about to turn 46, a year and a bit before I started patching. I should be looking at least a bit younger, you'd think. But my skin was not looking so good. And behind all that, I was a little bit anxious, a little bit of anxiety going on. The second photo was taken more than a year later in 2024, 3 or 4 months into patching with the X39. You can't see everything there, of course, but it gives you an idea of how I felt at the time. And I do believe that my skin was already looking a lot better just 3 to 4 months in, and I certainly felt better, I can tell you that for a fact. I personally felt that I got immediate results from patching. And please remember, everyone is different, and take into account that I was always good at staying hydrated. I've always been good at that. I've always had Celtic salt and I drink good water. I'm quite paranoid about that. So that's a big thing, and that could have helped me. These are the first things that I first noticed. I'm going to list them in order. Number one, my sleep improved immediately, deeper and better quality. I had no need to get up every night to use the bathroom anymore. I was drinking the same amount of water before bed, but it was like the water was actually able to be absorbed into my body and go where it was supposed to go to help heal my body overnight. So I didn't need to get up and go to the toilet anymore. It was amazing. Number two, and this is a hugely common result, probably related to the better sleep quality, my energy levels in the daytime increased, lasting the whole day. You know how usually you get that afternoon slump? Well, I just stopped getting that afternoon slump, and I wasn't having coffee or anything like that. I didn't need it. I also stopped taking iron supplements after a month or two into patching because I just found I didn't need it anymore. I was just feeling really energetic and happy and motivated. And my blood test results a few months later confirmed that my iron levels were absolutely fine, and before they'd been really low. So number three, my brain and my body just felt more balanced in every way, especially hormonally, as I was alluding to before. That for me was amazing. I feel like even 2 years later, I'm no longer going through perimenopause anymore. I feel like my age is reversed physically, and I know I'm still aging, but I just feel like I'm aging slower. So that leads me to my number four. I noticed straight away that not only did I have more energy, but I felt younger and my brain fog was just completely lifted. I was motivated, focused, and much less scattered. Some days I had so much energy and clear-headedness that I shocked myself. I remember once being told that after having kids, you'll always remain a bit more scatterheaded than before having kids. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. It's possible to feel clear-headed and focused again. So all these things I've just mentioned happened in the first 3 months or so. And that's probably the reason I'm looking so happy and healthy in that photo. For me, even just one of these results would have been enough reason to stay patching, honestly. But there's a lot more that kept on happening after that in the following months. Some other physical changes started happening slowly. All the inflammation in my body just slowly started to go away. This happened gradually, but particularly in the 4th month for me. So Specifically, number one, the sciatica in my left leg went away. Number two, my bad knees. I used to play a lot of tennis when I was young. I couldn't do any squats in the gym. My surfing was hindered. I just had bad knees. So these bad knees started to come good. And now I feel like I can do pretty much anything with my knees. Number three, and this is a huge one for me, my plantar fasciitis. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but I was in a lot of pain. Yeah, it was a problem in my left foot. It was on and off for years, and I was going to the physio, but this pain just completely disappeared in the fourth month and never came back. One morning I just woke up and realized it didn't hurt at all to walk out of my bed on my fasciitis foot, which had always hurt foot first thing in the morning. So again, it would have been worth patching, continuing patching just for this result alone, like just seeing what it was doing. It was amazing. So that was awesome. I also realized other things were changing. These were just extra bonuses. My skin, my hair, and my nails. I don't look after my skin, hair, and nails at all. I'm the worst. But these things were all improving and kept on improving, and they're still improving now. I just noticed my nails are so much stronger. I can relate to all these boxes, but yeah, around 6 months, I got an eye test. 6 months into patching, because I'd been told just before I started patching by the optometrist that my eyes were declining and I'd need reading glasses very soon. When I got the eye test 6 months into patching, my eyesight was actually slightly improved in most areas. Still no glasses needed today. And not only that, but my dry eye went away, which for me was amazing as well, because I had the laser eye surgery when I was young, and it was always something that I had to, put drops into my eyes. Sometimes my eyes got dry. I wanted to mention one other really surprising result, and this one's one of my favorites that I didn't realize until just a couple of months ago. My gums are better. The dentist confirmed this to me on my recent checkup. The dentist was amazed because gum health generally declines as you age. So she asked me what I was doing differently. Had I improved my dental health? I said no, I wasn't doing anything differently, and that was true, just the X39 patch. I do want to say though that when you start patching, you do have to be patient if you're trying to get specific results on a specific issue. While you may get the specific results you want straight away, this does happen. For some people, we call them one patch wonders. It's really just lucky for those people that your stem cells have triaged your body in the way that you were hoping for. So don't expect a quick fix. If you think about it, your body's taken a long time to develop these issues. So how can you possibly expect it to be healed overnight? Some results do come quickly and some will take more time. So give it time, be patient. Your stem cells in your body inherently know what order to triage things in. Your body knows what's important to work on first. So even though you might think that your shoulder, your knees, or your back issues are the most important things, there might be other stuff going on in your body internally that needs to be healed first. It can be frustrating sometimes for people if you want a particular thing fixed quickly, but please know that good things are happening in your body, even if you don't feel it. Be patient, don't give up. It could be 6, 7, 8 months, even a year, depending on the state of the body and how old you are. But it's been proven through blood testing and other scientific studies that only 3 to 4% of the population don't respond at all to these patches. So that's really low compared to other supplements, for example. It basically means that it's worth a gamble because it's 96% effective for all people, providing you do it correctly and you're patient. By the way, I did stop patching for a while to see what would happen, and none of my old health issues came back, although some of them probably would gradually come back over time. But for me, these patches are just the best natural preventative product you could ever find. As I said, I never get sick anymore. It's not just that though. When I injure myself, I know my body's going to heal quickly, and that's what happens. I've got several examples of this, but the biggest one is when I recently fractured my foot after jumping out of a closeout wave onto a shallow sandbank, landing very hard and causing a fracture to the foot where it joins the ankle. Turns out I was in a boot and crutches for only 1 week. I was walking normally the second week. I was surfing and kayaking again the third week. And the specialist at the hospital said I was totally fine to go back to work. And he was amazed. He said the healing over that 2-week period was some of the fastest healing he'd ever seen.
Hey, Jane,
yeah.
can I just interrupt you? Sorry, Zoom's going to run out in a couple of minutes. I know your results are so amazing. Can I just speak into how everybody can maybe get this product? And I just want to say to everybody, this is how you get it. You speak to Jane. Jane's your girl. She's so passionate about helping people. that she can show you the best way. But the way we do it is we say, get a pack, get a core pack, start at core, start at advanced. You know, that's the cheapest way to get it, the most value. But you can also just start with 1 month and just know that, like Jane said, for every decade of your life, consider doing it for 1 month and then see how it goes. So if you're 60, think 6 months. But honestly, most of the results, like Jane mentioned, we're seeing in that fourth month. And you want to be one of the 97% of people that have amazing results. So go back to Jane or the person that sent you this video, because they love you, they know you, and they want to help you wake up that light within. And thank you so much, Jane. I'm so proud of all the people that have, sort of learnt so much from you in this presentation today. And thank you to everyone to coming to the event. We will have some local events as well on the Gold Coast and maybe even in Sydney very soon. So it's an exciting time. It's a new technology. Jane, do you want to just close out the last few 30 seconds and just speak into the whole process?
I'm obviously so excited about starting this business that I have so much to say, but basically get back to me if you have any questions at all. I love answering questions. I'm really excited for everyone to try these patches. It's honestly changed my life and so many people I know. Thank you, Ange, for introducing this patch into my life, and just give it a try, give it a go. You can start with 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and take it from there. So happy patching, everyone.
Amazing.
Thank you for joining.
Yay. Happy patches everywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank you.